Hey, what's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, I'm Lydia, and if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the growing family, turn notifications on, and while you're down there, give me a thumbs up because it really does help me out. Today, I thought we could do a video talking a bit about what it's like living with hallucinations. Now, I believe I've done this in the past, but I want to do an updated version and go more into detail. So, trigger warning, we're going to be talking about hallucinations. And yeah, let's roll the intro. So, for me, I experience visual, auditory, and tactile hallucinations. I'm going to start off with tactile hallucinations. So first of all, what is a tactile hallucination? A tactile hallucination is a touch hallucination. So you can feel stuff touching you, or you feel things falling on you. It's to do with the sense of touch. Personally, I feel bugs crawling over me, which is so distressing. And I wish I could say I'm used to it because I've had it for so long, but I just can't. But yeah, feeling bugs crawling over you at night is the worst thing in the world. This happens to me every time I lie down, which sometimes in the day it happens. But I feel bugs crawling over my body, burrowing into my skin, moving underneath my skin, and I can physically see it happening, because I'm hallucinating it visually and tactilely. Another tactile hallucination I get is related to my PTSD, and that is feeling someone pressing down on me, like pushing me down, and it physically feels like I can't push against them. And that one, I hate that one so much. If there was one hallucination I could get rid of, it would be that. Because it just gives me flashbacks of when I was in hospital and I was restrained, and it just makes you feel so helpless, and it's just triggering. Moving on to auditory hallucinations. Now, an auditory hallucination is where you can hear it. For me, I hear people calling my name, I hear voices talking in the background, and that's it. But auditory hallucinations don't bother me as much because I'm able to kind of separate myself from it. Like, I know it's not real because what I do is I audio record it on my phone, and if I can hear the voice on my phone, it's real. If it's not on my phone, it's not real. And the last type of hallucination I have is visual, which I think goes without saying is when you see it. Now, what I see is the bugs crawling over me and them burrowing under my skin, which is so distressing. I can't explain enough how distressing that one hallucination is. I also see ghosts. I also see black figures running across my room, running towards me. I also have visual static, and I have done my entire life. Like, even when I was a kid, I thought I could see the particles and everything. It's just a hallucination I have, but it felt so real. Hallucinations are not fun. They're not something fun to be faked. And you see people on TikTok, especially, you can see visual hallucinations are hard to live with. And you see it on TikTok a lot, where people are faking hallucinations, and not that you can tell over a video or not whether someone's faking it, but when someone's copying you, I've had someone copy me on Instagram, saying, "Oh hey, I see shadow figures running across the room." Type of hallucination that involves perception of hearing voices, sounds, despite lack of external stimuli. Associated with psychiatric disorders. Seen in up to 75% of schizophrenia patients. Diagnosis: psychiatric interview, mental state exam, additional tests, labs, imaging, rule out non-psychiatric causes, treatment, antipsychotic medications, CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, transcranial direct current stimulation, cholinesterase inhibitors, anti-epileptic medications. Causes: brain tumours, street drugs, alcohol use, epilepsy, falling asleep and waking. A hallucination is a sensory experience that feels real but is not, and occurs without external stimulation. It can involve any of the senses, including sight, taste, smell, touch, and sound. Hallucinations can cause people to misinterpret reality and lead to emotional or mental distress. They can be a symptom of psychosis-related disorders like schizophrenia, bipolar, dementia, schizoaffective disorder. Hallucinations really aren't something that there should be stigma around. I live a pretty normal life with hallucinations. I don't go out much, but that's because my agoraphobia. But when I do go out, I don't not go out because of a hallucination. If I have a voice in my head saying, "You're gonna die if you go out," I just ignore it because I know it's not real. And it's taken me a long time to get to that point, but after, most of my life being with hallucinations, it gets easier. Like, I go about my day like anyone else. I fall asleep at night, I wake up in the morning, most of the time. Sometimes I wake up in the afternoon, like today, and I go and take my medication, which is my physical health meds. I then come back upstairs, get back into bed for a bit. I don't fall asleep, I just lie down for a bit, have lunch, then go out if I want to go out. Then it repeats itself, and I go and take my meds, come back upstairs, get into bed, take my magnesium, and go to sleep. I lead a very basic life, but it works for me. I have my routine. As long as I'm in that routine, the psychotic symptoms don't bother me. If anyone's wondering, I have schizoaffective disorder. I think I said this at the beginning of the video. I have schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type. Hope this video has helped educate you. That's my aim. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!